What if people? This is July 21, and WrestleMania wasn't very good. Pay-per-view, really good pay-per-view. Why was it? Because of the ending, which was a pretty good ending, and we'll talk that later on. First, let's start with the pre-show. The Good and the Bad. The Good, Featherweight Tag Team match. Championship match. Kisses are retained. Damien Mizdow took from his over the top rope. The Bad, the Underdog Memorial Battle Royale. The Ugly, the winner of it, the Big Show. I'm not saying nothing more about it. You know, Big Show's, what else he's going to do? It was a terrible way to put him in the match, but terrible way of promoting, hey, let's put the future up and not give him somebody else a chance, like Cesaro last year. But hey, they screwed him up as well. Next we had the Intercontinental Championship match in a 7-way ladder match. Bad News Bear defending against Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, R-Truth, Stardust, Daniel Bryan, and Dolph Ziggler. And it was a pretty good match. This was one of the match of the nights. One of the two match of the nights. Two. This was one of them. It was a pretty amazing match. Action, non-stop action, wherever you go in this match. Dean Ambrose got powerbombed to a ladder by Luke Harper, but Van Bear hitting bullhammers to everybody, and in the end it was Dolph Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan on top of the ladder in a headbutting challenge. The winner who fell down loses, while the guy who's standing on top wins the Intercontinental Championship, and that was Daniel Bryan, as he became another Triple Crown champion. As I heard, he's a 26 Triple Crown champion, and the first guy ever to have won or retained in three different championship matches. 29, he retained his WWE Tag Team Championship. 30, won the WWE War Heavyweight Championship, and 31 won the Intercontinental Championship. What else did Daniel Bryan can do? He already done everything. The only thing he needs to win the Royal Rumble, and he has the perfect career. Not a perfect career, but a great career. Great resume of his career. Then, next. Well, before we go to the next match, in one of the backstage interviews, they had Daniel Bryan. All the legends congratulating Pat Patterson, Roddy Piper, Ric Flair, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Bret Hart. Each one of them congratulate Daniel Bryan after winning the Intercontinental Championship. WWE, you gotta put him over. You gotta at least make a match for the WWE and Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. Hey, try to be biased in my home in Brooklyn, which is close to Jersey. Not that close, but it's very close to, like, let's see, maybe under an hour. But anywho, up next was Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. It was a pretty good match. And then, that was it. We had a pretty good match, back and forth. Seth Rollins and the Stooges, known as the J&J Security, tried to come in. Randy Orton took him out with double DDT. Seth Rollins did one of his spots, which was the moonsault to Randy Orton. Then in the end, it was the craziest RKO. I think one of the best RKOs ever. Then I think the best one since Evan Bourne. This is the Evan Bourne one where Evan Bourne did a shooting star press and Randy Orton got him when he was falling down to the RKO. Seth Rollins goes up, does try to do the curse on Randy Orton. RKO's in 1, 2, 3. He goes over the curse. He jumps high. Randy Orton gets on top and does the RKO 1, 2, 3. Is there any variation of the RKO that we have not seen yet? Because this is the greatest one that's been right now. It was a pretty good, decent match. I'll give it 3. No, I'm going to show you my ratings down there. I'm not going to give you the rating. Let's go on. Up next was Sting Triple H, and this was a surprising match. Very surprising match. Why? Yes, Sting Triple H 1-on-1. They had their entrances, everything, which was pretty cool. Sting had his, his entrances with the drums and everything. And Triple H had the Arnold Schwarzenegger entrance with the Terminator, all of that, which was pretty cool. And we started them, and they were fighting out. It was a pretty good match. Sting threw a dropkick, and then DX came in, which was the Road Dynasty Jane, the Badass Billy Gunn, X-Pac coming into the ring, and then the NWO, which was Hulk Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall comes into the ring, and they fight it out. It was like the Monday Night Wars again, and then it was time for it to take out the weapons. DX gave him the Triple H the sledgehammer. NWO gave Sting the bat, and the bat beat the hammer and cut it in half. And then Shawn Michaels came in out of nowhere, super kicked Sting, and it was crazy, man. It was like my childhood coming back once again. Seeing all these guys taking a bump, and I was praying that hopefully Kevin Nash did not tear up a quad. Praying, but it was a very amazing match. In the end, which I didn't like, Triple H won with a broken sledgehammer, one of the part of broken sledgehammer, hit Sting over and pinned him 1-2-3, which to me was, I was shocked that Sting lost, but I was more shocking that he lost in that way. It should have been something more dramatic, but hey, the pedigrees couldn't stop him and anything else. So, and also it was a no disqualification match, so pretty much that was a shock to me too, that it was a no disqualification match. Up next was, it was the Kid Ink, Scarlet Gray, Travis Barker. They were singing their songs, the WrestleMania theme songs, Money the Power, and Rise. And up next was, let's see what was up next. It was the Divas match. I think it was the Divas match up next. Yeah, it was the Divas match. Yeah, it was the Divas match. Yeah, it was the Divas tag match, which was, sorry, I was forgetting a little bit because of the halftime show. Divas tag team match between the Bella Twins and the Freaks and Geeks Unite Team Frenemies, AJ Lee and Paige, and it was a pretty good match, a decent match. They got the time in, and it was a pretty good match. In the end, AJ won with the Widow Peak, and it was cool to see Paige through Bray just through the to the barricade, not the barricade, to the steel step, to the steel step, which was cool. The beginning was Bella, was Nikki and Brie taking on AJ. As I said, in the end, AJ hits her with a little peak, submits, and they win the match. Hopefully, it will be a fair 4-way match at Extreme Rules. Maybe we're gonna have a Divas Championship match tonight on Raw. We'll see. Up next was Russia versus the United States of America. Rusev defending the WWE United States Championship against John Cena, which was a pretty good, decent match. It was good. It was good. Rusev did his best. Man. He was great. John Cena did like a stunner, like a springboard stunner, which was pretty cool. It was pretty amazing how the match. It was pretty amazing how Rusev sell everything. It was a pretty good match. And in the end, I thought that Rusev was going to win, but in the end, John Cena wins. He's your new United States champion. Oh, I thought possibly Rusev was going to win, but I was wrong once again. But anywho, it was a pretty good, decent match. John Cena wins it with the DAA. Yes, you. On Rusev for the 1-2-3 after Rusev took out Lana. After Lana tried cheated by throwing her shoes in the ring, her shoes. her high heels, to the ring, threw it in the match to distract the referee. She later on got taken out by accidentally took out by Rusev. Rusev accidentally took her out, and she got hurt. Then and then I said the AA, the 1, 2, 3. Rusev got angry at Lana. Lana was, as I heard from them, they were saying that the pre-show that Lana begged for Rusev to come to be pray for Rusev to let her back in. She was like, okay. To me, this was a good match. This was a good match. This is a good match, as I said. But Rusev should still be undefeated. Cena wins. Big whoop. Then we have The Rock. Not The Rock. Then we have the McMahons. Stephanie and Triple H. Talking about they were the reason why WrestleMania is here. Why WrestleMania is still alive. Why WWE is still alive. And that Triple H can be anyone. Rock comes out. If you smell the Rock's cooking, comes out. And they were talking. Rock was gonna beat Triple H, but he decided to hold back. Stephanie slapped her. Rock was gonna beat her, but he's like, hey, you're gonna beat me? You're gonna beat up a woman? I'm like, if he did it 15 years ago, why couldn't he beat her up 15 years later? He did WrestleMania 2000. Why couldn't he beat him up at right now? That hasn't changed. Beat the Ronda Rousey, and it was more blah blah blah. Ronda Rousey, I'm the queen. This is my ring. Get out of my ring, or I kick your ass. She's like, oh, and she's like, make me. Not in that way, but she's like, make me. But it was pretty much more this and this, yada yada, blah 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 blah. Rock stopped talking, punches Triple H, and then Ronda Rousey did a judo hip toss, and then I thought Stephanie was gonna get it, but she just held her arm. It was pretty much a 30-minute bloody filler waste. Like just talk. Come on. We could have put another match there. That could have been where Stardust versus Goldust would have faced, or Miz versus Mizdow. But no, let's just put a filler because we forgot we have 7 matches on WrestleMania, not 10. No, so you get. And then the main event and the match that really shocked me all. It was Roman Reigns versus the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Or, as Prime says, the reigning, defending WWE World Heavyweight, undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar. The match was great. It was Suplex City, bitch, on Roman Reigns. And I thought, oh, brother's gonna win. He threw 2 F5s, I think 2 or 3. He pinned on 2 of them. Roman kicked out, which shocked me like once, and then it shocked me again. I'm like, are you serious? And then Roman come back. He cuts up Roman. He cuts up Brock in the beginning. Brock was like, and then Brock was suplexing him. You know, as I said, Super City, bitch, and he cut him up on top, and then he was bleeding. And I thought, oh, no, this ain't gonna happen. Roman did 1 Superman punch, then another, and then a 3rd one, and then spear, and then another spear, and then 1 kick out, and then he tried to do 1 more Superman punch, but Brock Lesnar counter to the F5, and then. But before I talk about the real reason why WrestleMania was good, let me talk about. To me, the Fed did not want Roman Reigns to win. Let me tell you something. Roman Reigns was the good guy. Was the WWE good guy to every fan evil villain, and WWE's bad guy to everybody's babyface machine. Yeah, nobody wanted Roman Reigns to win. People said, and now many people in the arena, in the stadium, and people around the world said, "Oh my goodness, please don't let Roman Reigns win." And we saw Roman was going to win, we'd be like. And when brother kicked out of that after he hit the second period, he was like, "Oh, thank you." I thought they were gonna give him the belt. I'm like, "There's no way they're gonna give him the belt." And then after Brock hit the F5, like I said, didn't. Then Seth Rollins comes in and cashes in the Money in the Bank, making a triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And what happened? Well, in the beginning, Seth Rollins kicked out Roman Reigns and did one curb stomp. Then, after he hit a curb stomp, he tried to go for it again. He goes for it again. And then Brock Lesnar picks him up. He picks him up. Roman Reigns comes. Oh, before he picked him up. Rollins looked back at Reigns, seeing seeing Roman Reigns is unconscious, seeing that he's not moving, to make sure to hit him with the Brock hit him again with the curse line. He does it again. Brock Lesnar picks him up. Roman Reigns goes in with a spear, and then Roman Reigns was tired. He was about to get up, and then Rollins comes from the top of the ring, run, curb stop, Roman Reigns, and 1, 2, 3, we have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, the Architect, the Golden Boy, is now golden, as he is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I loved it for 5 reasons. Reason number 1, Seth Rollins finally catching it in, because I was thinking, like, where is he going to catch it in? Maybe he's going to catch it in a Raw, and after Roman Reigns is going to win it, which everybody's going to hate, and he gives him a chance. 2, he catched it in and pinned, making the triple threat, meaning that Reigns could be pinned, and Brothers can still be tough, even though Reigns could get pinned or submitted, or Rollins. But in the end, Roman Reigns got pinned. 3, it made Brock Lesnar tough because he lost the belt, but he didn't lose. Like, he wasn't the fall. He didn't take the fall. It was Roman Reigns. 4, now since Roman Reigns lost the championship, he can never get another World Heavyweight Championship match, WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, unless he wins a normal contender match. But anywho, and number 5, it makes Brock Lesnar tough as hell because he did not get pinned. He was not in the decision. And also, probably number 5 as well, if you want to make a tie for number 5. I think I said about that. But number 5, yeah, Brock Lesnar being tough. Number 5, Brock Lesnar, tough. In the end, they made him tough because, let me ask you, if Undertaker couldn't beat him, or John Cena couldn't beat him, how would Roman Reigns beat him, or Seth Rollins? It will be impossible. Okay? In the end, I give this a solid B. A solid B. So, that's the end of my review. Give it a solid B. See my ratings below on the description. And as always, before, like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, and I got 2 words for you. Peace out.